Well, hello. What is that? Oh, okay. Sorry about that. Hello again. It's me, Charlene. My hair is back. My hands are washed. Let's get to cooking. Sorry I didn't bring you along for this one, but in the background you can kind of see my canners just sitting open, and that's because I'm waiting for them to cool off so I can put them away. I canned some, it doesn't look very black, but these are black beans. I canned 13 jars of pints of black beans and 5 pints of sliced carrots. Now, these carrots are still hot, so ow. But yeah, my canner is cooling off so I can clean it and put it away. But in the meantime, we are going to make some potatoes O'Brien. Now, you probably know what they are, even if you don't know the name they go by. It's just potatoes with peppers and onions in it. And they are really good. Well, I just fry them and have them with dinner. They can be used in soups. They're really good in soups. Roast, instead of having to cut everything up, it's already cut. Yeah, all kinds of stuff. You can even use them to make potato soup with, if you like onions and peppers in your potato soup. So that's what I'm doing. I am cutting up my potatoes, and I already have chopped peppers that I did when we got those from the food pantry, and I'll be cutting up a couple of onions. Now I'm doing a whole 5-pound bag of potatoes because I want to put some in my freezer. See, I've got bags ready. So I'm gonna have to blanch these potatoes. You don't have to blanch onions, you don't have to blanch peppers, but you do have to blanch the potatoes. So I'll bring you back when I get ready to blanch the potatoes, because you've seen me cut potatoes before. I'll be back. Well, actually, I have some new subscribers that may not have seen me cut potatoes up. What I do is I peel them, I wash them, and then I slice them into about 1/2 inch thick. And then this is easier for me than chopping them into cubes. I just put them in my little chopper here. This is the larger of the blades, so it's pretty big, not big squares. It's just like that. Just normal diced potato size. And it's just that easy. Okay, again, I'll be back when I'm ready to blanch. While I'm waiting for that water to boil so that I can blanch my potatoes, I'm going to go ahead and put the peppers in these bags. Now I've only got 3 bags out here, but I think there's enough for 4. but I'm only going to put 3 of these in the freezer because the 4th one I'm going to cook for supper tonight. So I'm putting a big heaping tablespoon of these peppers in each one of these 3 bags. Well, maybe a little more than that. Yeah, in each one of these bags. This is how much I'm going to put in tonight's. And then I'm going to cut up my onions and put those in there. And yeah, that will be, so these are good hand size onions. So I'm going to put probably a half of an onion in each one of these bags. Yeah, I'm going to save everything except for the root end for my, you know, the bags I put in the freezer. Oh, for broth, to make broth, because onions flavor it up real good. Okay, so all the stuff I'm peeling off of here, I'm going to put in a bag and stick in my freezer for broth. Except, like I said, the root end, because that's just got too much dirt in it for me. Okay. Okay, so that's about a half of an onion in each one of these bags. And again, I'll be back when I'm ready to blanch those potatoes. Now the ones I'm cooking for tonight, I don't have to blanch because those are just gonna get cooked right away anyway. Okay, there, I'll be back. Okay, we're blanching the potatoes. I'm waiting for this to come back to a boil. It was boiling. Then I've got my little strainer thingy and I'm waiting for it to come back to a boil. When it does, I'll time it for 4 minutes and then stick it into some cold water like these are. Okay, see, this is, I'm working on the last batch now. Yeah, I totally forgot to bring you along. Anyways, now you know. And so far I'm putting 2 cups of cooled potatoes in each of these bags, along with the peppers and the onions. And let me close this. Mix it around, and hopefully that'll be enough. Because if it is, then I have, like I said, enough for, what is that? How'd that get in there? Okay, so hopefully, like I said, hopefully that'll be 5 pounds would be enough for 4 packages. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to peel some more potatoes for tonight's dinner. And 5 pounds of potatoes at one time is enough. Okay, there we go. Somehow that one snuck past me. Okay. Wow. Even with fingernails, I can't. Okay. All right. Excellent. Okay. Looks good to me. Oh, gotta get the air out of that so I don't freeze or burn. And there's one. That one looks good to me too. There's two. Okay. Timer's just about to go off. Okay. Let me get those out. Okay, y'all. I'm gonna get started cooking these potatoes. I need something good to go with it that's, you know, not carbs. But I can't think of anything. Seriously, I don't like vegetables. I really don't. I don't like most vegetables. Now, don't get me wrong, I like green beans. I used to eat them straight out of the can, just with my fingers. Can't do that anymore ever since I had him. Yeah, I don't really like green beans anymore unless I dress them up a little bit with like mushrooms and onions or bacon. You know, I just have to dress them up. Corn is okay. It's kind of hard for me to chew up. I mean, for some reason, the skins on the kernels, they just don't break down like they used to. I don't know if anybody else has that problem, but yeah, it's kind of yucky. Anyway, there's my onions and my peppers. Here's my potatoes. I did end up blanching these because I wasn't for sure that I was going to have enough to do the bags. So I went ahead and blanched these, but I had enough. So two kind of heaping cups per bag worked out perfect. It's about this much. Anyway, I don't like asparagus. I don't like Brussels sprouts. I don't like yeah, most things. Oh, I do like peas, sweet peas. But as I said, I really don't know what to, you know? I mean, I guess it counts that I've got onions and peppers in here. But I don't really think there's enough of them to make a big difference. Although there are quite a few onions in there. You know what I mean? Let me get some salt and pepper on this. And you know what's really funny is the last time I had blood work done, my sodium level was on the edge of low. So I can feel free to use salt if I feel like it. I still don't use it that often, or not much anyway. And I know that probably looked like a lot, but potatoes take a lot of salt. That's probably not even enough. Okay, I'm going to cover these. Oh, I'm going to turn my fire down. I'm going to cover these and I'm going to let them cook for 5 minutes, and then I'll come back and stir them. And yes, I'm using the same lid that I used for blanching. It ain't going to hurt nothing because it's all potatoes. Okay, I'll be back when I stir these. Okay, here's what I've decided on. There we go. A whole stick of butter. That's what I'm having. A whole stick of butter. Just kidding. But yes, I am using the whole stick of butter. But that's not all I'm having. This is just coming out of the refrigerator, so it's kind of sticking to the paper. All right. Now with that, I'm going to have a can of peas. I drained about half the water out of it. And a can of corn. I also drained about half the water out of it. Actually, it looks like I drained more than that. Anyway, mix those together real good. Yep, and I'm gonna, this is my turbo burner, so I'm gonna turn it down pretty low. I'm gonna put it on 1. Oh, I forgot I've got chicken in the oven. I got chicken in the oven, so I don't want my handles to get hot. So I'll move it over there. Okay. Well, I'm just going to let that cook. My timer went off. So, let's stir these. Oh yeah. You know what I think I might do is add a little bit of garlic powder to this. Darling, garlic powder? Yeah, I'm gonna do garlic powder. I would do minced garlic, but this is already halfway done, so a bit of garlic powder. There we go. Okay, put that lid back on, set my timer for 5 minutes again, and we'll be back to stir it again, and the corn and peas. See you in a minute. Stir time. Oh yeah. Oops. Hello. Okay. It's been another 5 minutes. The potatoes are done. See, they're nice and brown. Yep, that's done. Stir the corn and peas. And that's done. But I've still got another almost 10 minutes on the chicken. So we'll be back. Can't believe I did that. Okay, y'all. Here it is. The chicken is done. I took its temperature and it's reading over about 175. 165 is acceptable. 175 is even better. Okay, so it's still juicy. Smells good. The potatoes are done. The corn and peas are done. I'm gonna fix me a plate. You better get away from that. Get away from her bowl. Go on. Go on. Oh, I need a fork. Okay. I'm cheap, I admit it. I'm using disposable plates. Okay. Not too crazy on the carb stuff. Not too crazy on this carb stuff. A little bit more than that. Okay. Here's my plate. Looks good, huh? Okay, corn and peas. Always good. Check. That's his bowl. Potatoes. Also always good. And the chicken. Now all I did to this chicken was I left the leg quarters as they were. Cut off any floppy fat and stuff like that. Cut off any tails. Hang on, I've got to set this down. Okay, so I cut off the tail. Cut off the floppy fat. Very good. Sprinkled it with some Kinders. Let me see. What is that? Kinders wood-fired garlic with hardwood smoked flavor. Stuff is really good. Middle of winter, it'll taste like you barbecued. Or you grilled. Whichever one you want to say. And this chicken is really good. Yeah. Well, I pulled off a piece and ate it. Okay. So, anyway. I'm going to let y'all go so I can eat my supper. Because I got to use my hands for that. And I got to discipline some dogs that are growling at each other over food. That's a no-no. We don't do that. Okay. Well, this is delicious. So if you make it, I know you'll enjoy it because I know I'm going to. I'll see you next time. Oh, wait a minute. I'll see you next time. Bye.